And welcome back to another episode of All Day Insider. This is week 6 of the NFL. We'll be talking everything all day. Thanks for joining us. And as always, we have the squad. Phoenix, myself, Roy Kent, Blazing Arrow, and Stingray in here with us.
How's it going, everybody?
We're going to be talking a little bit about football. So, yeah, how's everybody doing today?
I'm good. I'm good, actually. Yeah, it's another day of football, and let's see who's playing at the 10 o'clock slot today. Looks like SF. I don't know why I don't have anything else up. It's weird having a bye already.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't it seem fast? I don't know. It's tripping me out that not everyone is playing.
I went to set my fantasy lineup. I was a little late and went to set it last night, and I was like, Derrick Henry isn't playing, and I have him in both leagues, and I was like, oh no, so I just lose.
100%. Yeah.
Like, there's just
no. I think that I'm gonna definitely lose this week in all my leagues because I was not paying attention. So
at least you don't have Cam Akers as your backup's backup, and he isn't playing either.
Oh really?
I have a guy from the Colts who I don't even know his name is my
kicker.
Deion Jackson.
Maybe. I don't know. I still don't know. It doesn't matter. He's going to get 9 points apparently. So I need everyone else to get more, and they'll be fine. I do have Stevenson in my other league, so I should be okay there.
Okay,
that should be a solid play.
I went really, really scratch on Rumble this week, and I played Mr. Mahomes as my hero.
I've got your opposing quarterback.
I put Allen too. Yeah.
I did not. What time is that game?
4:25.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just have this feeling, I don't know, this sneaking suspicion that Mahomes does what he did last week and that they're not able to stop him.
Hey, I mean, that's the thing is I think
their secondary is banged up. I mean, he's going to pass on them all day.
Well, I think it's going to be one of the two quarterbacks is the highest scoring one, so you have to pick one from that game. I mean, there's no way you don't. It's going to be a shootout, and I think
if somebody's coming from behind, all passes.
I picked Allen solely because I think he wins out on his legs.
Yeah, could be. Could be. I'm excited to watch that game though, for sure. It's going to be
barn burner.
Yeah, and it's definitely like a playoff. What would that be?
Playoff preview.
Preview. Thank you. Definitely, 100%. It looks
Maybe
like
we'll get a field goal test.
Yeah, this. I'll tell you what's not going to be a good game is this Jags Colts game. It's brutal. I don't know what they were thinking, but
they have to let everyone play everyone at some point, right? I mean, get the bad.
At least it's not a primetime game.
Yeah, that's true. Who is it? Oh, are you talking about Chiefs?
Dallas Eagles is going to be a good game at prime
Dallas
time.
Eagle. Oh, so I'm super stoked for that, and I actually want to see Dallas knock them down a peg.
Why would you say that? I don't have a Dallas rare moment. Okay, I need the Eagles to
win. No, I don't know. I'm all in on Dallas. I really think that they're not going to do it, but it's all over that if they can knock the Eagles out and Cooper Rush leads them to what? That's 5 in a row. Like, how are you going to put Dak back in? Like, because it's just a totally different system. They're going to go back to running like Dak runs, and God knows what happens. If they lose the first game back with Dak, are they going to be like, I think he needs more time? There's like that whole Jerry Jones thing, how he's talking about him gripping the football and how he can't he's got to really be able to put the spin on the ball is what Jerry keeps saying. And I don't know. It's a crazy situation.
You just paid Dak so much.
Of course.
Just be like, nope, you can't play. You know what I mean?
That's the point.
Well, that's the problem with sports, though. It's not about who's the better player, who's best for the team. It's who you pay the most money to.
Who's tied up the most money, for sure.
Well, and honestly, too, I think that there's a really good situation that, I mean, owners like to win. You know what I mean? Like they could definitely put Dak back in, and if they lose with Dak, I mean, it could become a conversation, like a real conversation. Right now, they're winning, so they're like, oh, everything's great.
Right.
However, if they put Dak back in and they start losing, I don't know. It might be like people calling for heads at that point, and Jerry being like, "Well, I'm sacrificing now a winning season for a losing season with someone who isn't getting it done."
Yeah.
I think Jerry has a history of going with those underdog quarterbacks as well,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
from Romo to Dak to maybe now Coop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It could be.
I mean, maybe that's his like you were alluding to, Stingray, is like, if they're winning, they're winning. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's Cooper Rush, it's Cooper Rush. Like let the dude win. Like let's see what happens. But
it brings it around. I mean, it's the complete opposite. It's the complete flip side for Pittsburgh Nation. Like, what are they doing with their lives that they did not start their new franchise quarterback in the easiest part of their season, and they decided to pull Trubisky and put Kenny Pickett in the hardest portion of their schedule. I mean, they were not doing that guy any favors, and it's the exact opposite of what they should have done. It's a very.
I will say Cooper Rush has an advantage of his defense is nutty.
Yes.
Like Dallas's defense is absurd right now. So
there's some statistic right now where I think he only had like 196, like 100 or 96 yards in one game. Like the last game, maybe it was even. So they're like, well, even if we put Dak in, it'll be better than 96 yards. Well, maybe it is. But is he also throwing interceptions? Because Cooper Rush doesn't throw interceptions.
And they rush the ball better with him under center.
Yes.
No.
He threw for 102 yards last game.
Sorry, Blaze, 102?
Yeah.
But what's the big key though?
They won the game. That's all that matters.
All that matters is getting the W, and you know what? It doesn't matter, who you are. I mean, shit.
And I don't know. Maybe Tony Pollard is just amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
The way that they're having their two-back system ran right now is pretty great. And you throw Dak in there, and guess what? Instead of handing the ball off, he's going to try and run it and do it with his legs, and that might not be a good thing either.
Yep.
Anyways,
so I think we need to talk about this week's playbook a little bit. So let's run through what we got here. First off, they did bring back, as we talked a little bit about Wednesday, they brought back you get a set, or you include a set. It's 50 points. They decided to do launch code. So if you don't have that, you just don't get that because it's really expensive. I just took a peek at it the other day and saw about 3 moments and was just like, yep, I'm out of that. So if you didn't already have launch codes, I assume you're not buying that for the playbook, right? There's no way anyone's doing that.
No, there's no way. I mean, I'm really close and I'm still not going to do it. I need like 5 moments probably, but I'm still not going to drop, $500 to complete the playbook. There's no way.
Yeah, right. But it does reward the people who have it. So, I mean, I like the inclusion. I think it's fine. Yeah. You can easily get to the 100 yards other ways like you've been able to, and it just sort of rewards you if you already have launch codes. I think it's fine. I like the idea. Hopefully they keep doing it with some of the easier to obtain sets, I think
it's kind of going the way that we said, though, right? I mean, it went locked into launch codes, and now probably, what did we say, ball hawks?
I think ball hawk is probably next, I would assume. Maybe. I mean, they got to give the defensive ones some love, and it's definitely one of the.
It is interesting, though, if you look at it this way, they are strictly sticking to rare sets, no common sets.
That's more what I said earlier, is like if they added like he called game, I think is a big common set, if I remember correctly, right? If they added that in, I think the set would actually see movement because a lot of people would buy it. So if
it's lower,
it's like a $200, $300 set, you would buy it because what if you hit, the Sunday slate challenge and it bottlenecks on a rare? You're going to spend the same amount of money. So you might as well get the free 50 points. Or not free at that point, but you might as well grab the 50 guaranteed points. And I think the sets would see a little like bounce in value if it was the common sets for sure. Or I mean, what if a historical set was in there? They're like $100 right now.
Yeah. That's a little cheap on their end. They're not going to. Well, so the other thing too is if they did it on a cheaper set, they would be making that 5% off of all of those people doing all those transactions, which is actually not a bad idea, as opposed to someone buying like a $400 Goddard, which I did not do.
Well, this is my point more though, is in launch codes right now. if someone doesn't already own it, they're not buying it for the
Yeah.
challenge. So there's no additional transactions. If you put in the $100-$200 set, that set's going to move up to $300-$400 in a week, and it's going to be across 10,000 transactions.
Why not just put residual rewards in every week though? For like, if you're a set holder of a rare set, you get 20 bonus points towards the playbook in general. So it incentivizes you to collect along the way. And do the same thing for commons. You own a common set, maybe smaller ones are worth 5 points, and the base set is worth 10 or 15 points because it's a larger set and a little more encompassing. But if you had that every week, you started off with that, people could build towards that. And especially now that they're talking about the starter packs and everything else, you can actually start to build to have a set amount of points every week. I mean, like, for example, I have launch codes. I own launch codes, so I get 50 points this week. I don't have to worry about all the other stuff. I could play 2 slates and log in, and I'm going to get my 100 yards. I mean, I really don't have to do that much, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? You put these sets together, and you talk about collecting versus gamification. That actually is a 50-50 with collecting and gamification. You're incentivized to hold your sets while gaining something towards the gamification, where they can play with the gamification, and they're going to have to tweak that every week. And we all know that, and that's fine. But it's when you're not getting something on the other side of it, and they're changing that up every week, where it's hurting everybody and hurting the market.
Yeah, I like that idea. Is like, if you every set you own gives you, even if it's a small amount, even if it's 5 yards, take these pregame picks out that are absolutely nonsense, that make no sense, that are in here. Just like, oh, well, if you're wrong, you just have to complete more challenges. Like, come on, get out. I don't like that. But
it doesn't do anything for the market.
No, put 5.
You did see a nice bounce though with the Buffalo and Kansas City rares, because it was well, you had to have one of those 2 rares to partake in that one.
And why is it that some of them do that and some of them do not? And that's confusing to me too. I mean, I don't pay enough attention, but
if you do that for every game.
So great show.
Yeah, like why are you able to pick a moment that you don't own? Like they put all those legendary ones in there, and that's like what you use to pick, and it's like you have to own a moment from that team to be able to pick it.
Yeah, that's really how they all should be.
Yeah, it's a really easy thing to do. I mean, they're $5.
So for RWG Collection said, thanks for the great show. It could probably be more beneficial for Dapper to incrementally raise the bar, 20 yards for 5 launch codes moments, 30 yards for 8 moments, and etc. See, I mean that makes sense, but I think it would be better for the sets to just be worth more, as Phoenix said. If you own like a rare set like launch codes, it could be worth 25 points. If you own a common set, it could be worth 5. But I do think you would have to have the whole set.
Otherwise there's no benefit
unless it's the moments actually being put into the challenge. I don't know if that was what the question was actually asking or not. I mean, I may be off on here, but if there's 5 slots and you use 5 rares instead of 5 commons for the challenge, you get more points for the challenge.
Oh, maybe? I see that. Okay, that
I don't know. I just by the wording of it, I wasn't sure if that was, because that's an interesting twist to it too, which definitely raises the bar on the playbook, where you would need more rares. And if you have more rares, and you say you have 5 launch code, or even like 8 moments overall that are all rares that you can use, why not get rewarded for having those? But somebody else, I mean, that brings in kind of like the old Top Shot. You have these 10 commons, you get your common pack. You have these 10 rares of that player, you get both your common pack and you get your rare, and you get your rare, and you get your rare. Or you have that legendary of that one player who wins everything, you get the mega bonus. I mean, I don't know how financially that works for Dapper, but that's an interesting twist too, just playing off of I don't know what the wording was on that question or not, but it throws another wrench out
like
there.
That, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the launch codes thing, like I said, steep, but they can definitely work with that a little bit. I think they're going down the right path there, right? So they just need to do better.
Do better.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously it's a direct response to people calling for a use of a set. So it's like step 1,
right?
That we'll see this is the second week of set inclusion. So Like you said, a step in the right direction. We'll see how many points probably should be adjusted. Just like you said, if you use a common set, it should only be worth 25 points. There's no way it should be worth as many as 50 as a rare set.
100%. So let's go to Sunday slate. We got some cool stuff here. Longest rush by any player. Again, I think longest rush and longest reception are both just like, we'll see. There's no way to really buy into that. But I do like in the Sunday slate this week, I was reading through all these a little bit earlier today, and they put the quarterback that records 3 or more total touchdowns, passing, rushing, receiving. You need to own 2 of those. I think those are more on the lines of what I was hoping for from Playbook, was that you could speculate on it. Whereas the Sunday slate for the past couple weeks, it's just been like, wait till it's over and you can't guess. Right. So Josh Allen obviously is there. Mahomes is in there. You have the people that you think are going to hit that beforehand instead of what was it last week? Players with 50-yard plays.
Yeah.
You can never guess that. There's no, I don't care who you are. There's
that
no
was
way
the 17 moment slate, right? That was crazy.
Yeah. It's nice to have those in there, once in a while. Just as that wild card is that variable, but there needs to be some sort of consistency, I think. In
the rare moment for any team that records the most sacks is going to be killer.
Oh, from the team that records the most sacks? See,
yeah,
that one's hard.
Yeah, well, it's going to kill everyone.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be the hard one.
It's going to be, what if it's Micah Parsons? But I guess now you could use his common, so... Oh, no, it's a rare.
No, it has to be...
It has to
but
be
it just has to be from the team. It doesn't
it
have
has
to
be a rare from the team, not that player.
So how many... So
the one that I
DeMarcus
saw
Lawrence,
was Carolina Panthers. They have 3 rares.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're thinking, so it can't be Dallas, first of all, because he's tonight. But say it's the Bills, then you can own any rare from the Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
To complete it. It doesn't have to be that player specifically. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad.
And then the other one is a wide receiver, running back, tight end that records 2 or more total touchdowns. I think most people will just have that. I would assume. You're looking at any wide receiver that's decent. Kelsey is in there. There's most people will cover the quarterback receiver ones. I think it's just the longest rush, longest reception, and the sacks that are the variable ones, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else do we got? We have Sunday night tonight. That's going to be a crazy game, by the way. Dallas Eagles. And first player. Oh, this one's Who was saying, Blaze? This was you that liked this one, right? The first and last player to record a reception. This one could get weird because first of all, it could be a Dallas Goedert bottleneck again.
Oh God.
Or it plays walk-ins.
Yep. Yeah, it could be a very strange.
What happens if Goedert gets the first and the last? That'd be.
You'd need 2 of his moments, yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure. You're just
so no one's doing
300 completions. That.
Yeah, so no one's doing that.
Yeah, and then it's a quarterback with a first touchdown. So, is Cooper Rush spiking yet? Because I haven't even looked.
No, he's 18, 19.
Okay.
Around there. So, and he only has 4,500 moments. So that one could be.
That's an interesting
on how
one.
The other moments turn out. Yeah.
Do you see him throwing a touchdown before Hurts though? I'm going to go no. But who knows, right?
He didn't throw any touchdowns in the last game, so maybe he's due.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
or not.
Or just not. And then a rare moment from the winning team. So again, I hope it's not Dallas because I don't have any of their rares. If they win, I'll probably try to buy Trayvon Diggs just because I love that dude and he has a rare. So we'll see. Hope the Eagles win because I have 3 of their rares. So
it's not going to be their night.
No?
Nope.
So I say Devontae Smith goes bonkers because they're going to have Trayvon Diggs matched up on AJ Brown. And I don't know who their other corner is. But
can Diggs cover or is he just go after the ball? I haven't figured that out yet.
So here's the thing, right? Everyone talks so much trash on Trayvon Diggs. They said he gives up the most yards and he has the most interceptions, which are both true. But you can give up all the yards you want if you end up taking the ball away from the other team before they score.
That's true.
Pretty much how it works out.
But as far as giving up receiver yards
in a drive, he'll give up 83 yards and then pick it in the end zone. Who cares about those 83 yards at that point, right?
True.
It's just gone. So that's what Trayvon
You
Diggs
broke,
does.
you broke
Yes,
somebody's heart.
he jumps every route, by the way. He does.
He does.
And if you run a double move on Trayvon Diggs, he like lays down on the ground and is useless. So,
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay,
That's a
Okay,
fact.
You, you explained that well.
That's
But-
funny.
I love watching him play because he loves to take the ball.
Oh yeah, of course, exciting player.
So yeah,
Look at
there's
that. Look at that CD Lamb locked in moment down to 185.
You
That's
mean up the one? You mean up the 185?
No, it's still up. Yeah,
It's still way. It's still like
Yeah,
double
that's
the price.
true. It was still up.
It
That's
all
not-
depends on how you look at that one.
yeah, it's double what it was.
Yeah,
True. What was it, like 90?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's at like 95. I think it's low somewhere around there, and then it
Yeah,
spiked to like
that brought value to
240.
that one.
Did you
And
guys do
then,
that?
let's see.
Did you guys do that crafting challenge? No.
No,
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
nice.
Do you agree with your decision?
I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, I
What's
had
the
the moment.
what's the crafted rare at?
It's probably similar. I haven't looked, but I would guess
Yeah,
it's like
it's really similar.
if
I
that's
don't know.
180, it's probably 175, 170.
Oh, okay.
That would be my.
It's
guess.
at 165.
Still though, I mean,
Well, it's following the same trajectory as all the other rares.
but it's also like we talked about previously. It's the variable of what if only 40 people did it. You know, like you don't know until it's done. Or I guess if you're on the back half, you know. But if you're one of the first few people that do it, it could end up being a legendary. Like you don't really know. So
Well, even if you end up waiting to the end, like who else is just waiting for the end, right? And then-
exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, you don't know how many people are sitting waiting to do it or waiting not to do it. So you don't. I mean, that's a tough one. But let's go over the last one here. Monday night, we have Broncos Chargers. It's going to be an exciting blowout.
Oh man.
I don't know why that's on Monday Night Football. Anyway, so rushing yard leader. I don't think there's any way that's not Eckler that I can think in my head. That's who I would pick. And then most
Did
passing
you say
yards.
Colts? Is JT out?
No, it's Chargers Broncos.
Oh, Chargers Broncos. Watch it be like Melvin Gordon.
Dude, I would, it's got to be Eckler, please, Lord. Most passing yards in the first half is just not going to be Russell Wilson. So then that's whoever you got left. And 3 or more receptions, I think, is easy. And then one all-day moment from a lineman, linebacker, or defensive back that plays on the winning team. So that one's pretty easy for Monday night, I think.
yeah,
It's one of the easier ones.
Was this week the week that Thursday was the hardest one?
No, Thursday just you need a Brunel.
end of a week could end up
Yeah,
being Tampa,
end of
depending on how Pittsburgh goes, and they only have the Lego.
Wait,
Ooh, well, because Pittsburgh has that little, what is it, make the stop one?
Well, no, because it's the biggest point spread for end of week. Is it not on a tone?
One team attributed moment from the team with the widest margin of victory.
Yeah, so
and Pittsburgh only has a Lego team moment.
no, Tampa
No,
only does.
Tampa does. It's not going to
Oh.
pump, though. Everyone will just not do it.
Well, exactly. It's just only those people get to do that challenge.
Yeah, it
there's
will
no
be
pump there.
unobtainable by everyone else.
Yeah. But
I'll sell
No
you
one's
mine
dropping
for
4K on it.
$6,000.
yeah,
Let's grab these 15 points for 6K real quick.
Sounds like a deal.
Sounds like a
Jesus.
steal.
Steal of the century. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it definitely could. So
I don't know. I mean,
I think Chargers Broncos will be the highest spread. That's what I would guess.
I could see the Bucks just destroying Pittsburgh. So
Also, if anyone here likes to bet, likes to gamble a good bit, Minnesota is only a 3-point favorite over Tua-less Miami today. So
oh god, that's horrible.
get in on that
Yeah.
ASAP.
Because they're third string, right? They're
It's a trap.
Bridgewater's out.
I think yes, Skylar Thompson is starting, and they're only a 3-point underdog to a 4-1.
Yeah, but
Minnesota
McDaniel's
team.
real or what's his name? Not McDaniel's.
One
Is it
word.
McDaniels?
Cousins.
Yeah. No.
That thing.
Whoever the Dolphins head coach, I'm blanking.
McDaniel.
McDaniels. Okay. He really liked that kid in preseason, so we'll see.
Yeah, but I really like
He's a
Justin
preseason
Jefferson
MVP.
in the season. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's playbook. I mean, end of week, we went over a little bit. Moming from the starting quarterback from the top two teams in points scored. Again, I think that's like pretty easy unless something gets weird or unless it's Tom Brady. Like that could be a little difficult. Oh, it's top two teams. So you can not do Tom Brady. Okay, good. And then same with rushing yards and receiving yards. And then a moment from a defensive lineman, defensive back, or linebacker from the team who recorded the most interceptions and forced fumbles. So just go ahead and get all your defensive players from Dallas real quick. And then the team attributed moment. Yeah. So that is your playbook for the week. I don't think there's any crazy bottlenecks that I could see except for the Philly game on Monday. Or tonight. That could be a difficult one.
Goddard coming.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe he just like someone else catches the first pass and then they just bench him immediately. So then he can't get the last one. That should be the goal.
Yeah, somebody on the team's playing playbook on the coaching staff. Sit him. Sit him.
Yeah. How is he going to be a bottleneck again? Because how
they lined it up for him to be though.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
what's he at right now? Has anyone looked? I mean, is it
190.
worth, what was he before this?
He hasn't moved at all, really.
Yeah,
But he almost hit 400 or something crazy.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
he did hit 400.
Like what?
Yeah.
Who was like, this is worth it? And
God. I mean,
Well,
I
depending on how the Sunday slate shapes up, and if Tampa has a pretty wide margin of victory, it could lead to not a lot of completions for 5-star packs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of yardage off the table for folks.
So I'm sitting this week out. I'm not doing playbook at all. But I am contemplating buying a Dallas Goddard and then selling it at $400.
That seems like profit. Yep.
You know what I mean? Because if he does hit, what if he like magically hits both of those like we were talking about, and he's the first and the last? I mean, to have two of them, how many people would actually buy that? $800 for a playbook challenge? I don't know.
People were dropping $800 to lose $200 in the first couple of weeks, so anything is on the table.
It seems like people have wised up quite a bit since then, though. To me, like,
but have they?
I mean,
really?
So you see that in the first week 1, week 2, you saw those astronomical spikes on like any spec moment, any moment where a guy, like if it was record 2 receptions in a game, I'm just hypothetically, if he got 1, he was triple what he was right after that. That's not happening as much anymore. Like there's the initial little spike, but then it just sort of like balances back down throughout the game, and it's not as insane as it was. From what I've noticed.
I've got a theory on that though. All the people that did that week 1 and 2 aren't even on the platform anymore.
See, my theory is a little different, okay? And I'm not going to say they're not.
I think I'm going to be on the same page as you, Roy.
I think the people that did that week 1 and 2 now just have the moment, and they're not having to do that as much. That's like me, right? So I bought into a couple of the crazy spikes, and I completed the playbooks for it. But now that those people are hitting again, they're not spiking as hard because I just already have it, right? So like I just use it again instead of it bouncing around so much. So the people who are playing playbook now, I think, have their hands on most of the moments that they need.
So you're saying there's hope and people do learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy into that.
That's what I'm saying.
You've changed.
You can see that in a lot of the holders. There's not like a lot of huge bags on the guys that are.
Yeah, they're not stacked near as much. It's pretty much spread out on like the big money moments, I would say. Or not like, like I'd say like Jamar Chase's right now. And we'll get into that in a minute. But like, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Allen, there's not those massive stacks anymore. It's sort of spread out to like active users, I think. So
there we go. Number 805, 187.
Like 200 Justin Jeffersons were released onto the market from one bag in the last challenge that he was in.
Yeah. All right. So my next question, let's talk about this a little bit. I'm going to go around the round table here. Everyone pick a moment on the platform, any moment, or it could be a player, I guess would work too, that you think is insanely underpriced. And I know a lot of stuff is underpriced, so don't think about it that way. We'll get into that in a minute. But who do you think is insanely underpriced? So this isn't mine, but for instance, I bought a Kyle Hamilton moment for $6 a minute ago. I looked, he's already down to $5. That's absurd for the triple badge first rounder that's really good at football. So I don't really get that. But yeah, what do you think should be move up besides you just saying everything? Because that's not the right answer.
Everything.
Yeah.
Justin Tucker just missed a field goal,
No,
like a really close one.
that's a newsworthy thing.
Sorry,
Right
yeah, that's pretty
there.
bad.
That is actually one of the bigger news stories of the week.
That's insane. He hit the left upright. Like,
Did you hear the stat last week
yeah,
when he kicked from the middle of the field?
yeah,
And they said
18
broadcast
inches.
booth, yeah, well, that's kind of a hard thing to place to kick from, and then they actually brought it down. And if the goalposts were 18 inches apart, he would have hit it dead center.
Yeah, that was insane.
I mean,
and he was like 20 yards away right now, and he missed.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully his launch codes goes down.
Yeah.
Then because I want to buy it.
I'll throw a couple players out there. I mean, just the two on the top of my head, because I own the most of them, are Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, those are. I think we've alluded to a couple times, especially Jackson being at 43 right now is crazy. Like, I don't know if anybody that's what's even crazier is anyone watching this or anyone in the platform. I don't know of anyone who wouldn't think that's crazy, and that's what boggles my mind of why it's at 43.
Well, that's
you know what I mean. Like,
they're glaring.
Yeah.
And Jackson. I mean, even this week. I mean, shouldn't he be spec'd a little bit more than he is? I think we have to look at the history.
He can be in a couple different challenges.
Yeah, for sure.
The other one was, Pittman Jr., I think, is another one that I think just because of the injury to start off the season and Matt Ryan not stepping up, I think that one's could actually be something to look at moving forward.
He just had a nice little grab right as you said that.
No, perfect. I'm not even watching the game. My backup internet went down on the other one.
I'm just watching the Falcons be up 14-0 in the first to the 49ers, which is craziness.
Why are you wearing a Kyle Pitts, or who is that? Kyle Pitts jersey?
No, TG3.
Oh, okay.
Todd Gurley. But I like this one. I don't know. Okay.
Are you an Atlanta fan?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a 50-yard.
Was it 56?
Attempt.
Thank you, Genesis, because I just saw a miss, and I was like, oh my God.
We're all wrong.
Way more understandable.
Way.
But to
Way
give
more
Justin
understandable.
Tucker credit, Stingray said it was pretty close, which is 56 yards is, I guess, close for Tucker. It's fine. That's what we think of him now. So that
I don't know what the angle I saw. It looked like he was right there.
So my moment I'm going to go with is it is priced at $10, but the common Leonard Fournette, I think, should be way higher than that. The dude is going nuts this season, and I could see him being included anytime the challenge is anytime there's a challenge at all with running backs, he has a possibility to hit. And I just think, he's up there with Chubb, probably is like the top running back in the league right now, I would say. So I think that's way too low for that one. And my other one, if I were to have a second, would be Deontay Johnson sitting at $5 at his common, which is wild. So
I'll
those are
add
mine.
on to that. I think.
Well, your boy Pickens is taking some luster off of him.
Yeah. Well, I bought the Deontay Johnson, whatever it is, Showtime for like 105 yesterday, which is just ridiculously underpriced in my opinion, considering that 2 months ago it was selling for like 300.
You talking about his debut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it. I thought it was at a low price of I think 165 a couple weeks ago. Jeez.
Yeah, I got it at 105 yesterday.
That's an awesome price.
It's ridiculous. Like, they act like he's dead because they got one more wide receiver. You're like,
well,
okay.
When your quarterbacks throw for an average of about 156 yards a game,
well, yeah, of course,
you can't do much.
Let me
Yeah.
go ahead real quick. Just while this exact discussion is happening, Kenny Pickett is currently 5 for 6 with a touchdown and leading the Steelers right now 7-3.
Who had
over
the
Tampa Bay.
touchdown? Was it like-
It was
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it was a pass.
It was.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was.
good.
Yeah, so he,
So-
yeah. And I can
And-
see him being sneaky for that 3D TD part.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pickett.
Yeah.
I didn't grab one, and I said I was
It
going
doesn't matter.
to.
You only need 2. It depends. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know
I'm sure
how I
that
feel
one
about
has
him
more
yet.
than 2 QBs. I get it. So.
I grabbed an extra one of them.
Mm. Yeah, I did not pick one up. Sadly, I should have, but
Yeah, I grabbed the second one.
Bummer.
I'm gonna go with Cortland Sutton.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
$8 right now. He's
Mhm.
pumped a couple times up to 33.
Yeah.
Eligible for the challenge on the Island game tomorrow.
Oh, he is right. It's 3 or more receptions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting. I like that one.
I do too. I keep wanting Jerry Judy to be good, and then he just never is.
Well,
So-
is it him or is it Russell?
That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Because it
Is
looks like
Russell Wilson?
Jerry Judy looks lost out there, and I don't know if it's just Russell really can't throw the ball where it should be, and he's got to adjust to it, or if Judy is just like out there and like his ADD is kicking in, and he's just.
I mean, that was the thing too. Is it has to be, and I hate saying this, but like I think it has to be on Wilson because Judy was. It's not like he forgot how to run routes, and that's what he was prized on knowing how to do.
Yeah.
Is run routes. I mean, he comes from Alabama. Has the very same play style as like Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. They all run really, really tight routes. They're not burners when it comes to speed, but they run their routes well and they get open. That's like what they do. And Russell Wilson just can't find him.
Okay.
I don't know what it
That's
is.
what I think. I thought it was, and I didn't know if I was just seeing the same thing or not. But it's true though. Because I think sometimes people think Judy's the one who's lost out there, but it really is something's wrong with Russell.
I mean, you
Well, I
got to
just saw something that was saying that like the team like hates Russell Wilson.
Well, you ever see his commercials?
have you ever seen him
Yeah.
play football?
He's not somebody I would want to hang out with based on his commercials.
No, he's an awkward dude. So, I don't know. They were just talking about how in the locker room there's just a lot of like, who are you, bro? Like, what do you like? I don't know. He's very awkward, and he doesn't mesh well with that team.
You know what
And
you
the
could
first
see?
person that's going to get fired is Hackett, obviously, but there is a possibility that was one of the worst mistakes they've ever made. Considering,
You got to go watch the YouTube videos of him high fiving himself in practice.
oh, I know.
We've
I've
we've
seen
all
it.
seen
when he
that.
comes out, it's
Yeah,
great. It's just comical to watch.
He's
All right, so
an
for this
interesting
next
dude.
portion of the podcast here, normally we do take a shot with Sting. You know, he yells about some stuff that he's upset with, and it's a fun time. But I hear Sting doesn't really have one this
We're gonna
week.
pass
so-
the torch this week.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a quick shot. I'm not gonna go all solo and make it a big thing. It's gonna be a quick one. The floor pricing is what I'm taking a shot at, and really, I'm taking a shot at all of us as collectors, and it could be before I just leave it at that. You could say, all day's not giving us enough reason to hold these moments. They're worth what we think they're worth. All that stuff. Well, true, I understand that, but what I'm going to say is, if you set a moment for sale at $5, that's the floor. That's your decision. We can change that. We can say these moments are going to pump. These moments are going to have more value later. These moments just should be valued higher. We all know they should be valued higher, so make them valued higher. Don't type $5 into the box and hit confirm. There's no reason. Like, I don't get it. The Mahomes rare, that's the one I keep going back to, is at $275 right now. It sold on average since it's come out for $450. If you delisted every one of the Mahomes rares right now and put them all back up at $450, people would buy them at that. That's how it works. People would, he would hit a challenge. You would have to have one. People would buy it. You could double the floor of the entire marketplace right now by delisting every moment and resetting it, and people would still buy it. They wouldn't say, oh, I'm not completing Playbook because all these are too expensive. expensive compared to what? People bottom them out at $5. Like, that doesn't make sense. So my advice to everyone, take all your moments off the marketplace and then relist them at double and see what happens. Hey, if everyone does it, people will have to join in, right? That's what
Even
I
if
think.
a
That's
large
my shot.
percentage do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's mine. That's my shot. Make more money. Don't be silly.
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly. I just bought a Kenny Pickett and I'm buying a Cooper Rush now.
Here, this is in honor of that rant and a little dig at Dapper and a little dig at all of us. Do you
Even math, bro? It's easy. It's so easy. Take your moments off, put them back on, and then when everyone buys the ones under them, you have the new floor. That's how it works. I don't know why people don't understand that, and it's crazy to me. They think they need to be the first one to sell. They're like, if I put it $1 under the next person, it'll sell first. Yeah, sure it will, but don't do that. Like that, it doesn't make sense.
You know what? There's a time and place to do that. If you need $5 for a challenge and you're trying to get something, yeah, okay. You know what? There's a time to do that.
Sure,
but not every moment.
Correct. That's my shot. I don't know if it's
So-
a good one, but I like it.
I'm just going to give you a little example here of what I did this last week, and it's the exact opposite of what you guys are saying. So I took almost all my commons that I had duplicates of, and I listed every single one of them for $1 under floor, and I got like 400 back, but I didn't even spend 500 or 400 for that. So I still made like $75 by selling 60 common base moments. And then right now, I just picked up that Dallas Goddard for 187, which is a rare and part of launch codes, which I need for the set. And if he hits on the challenge tonight, he has the possibility of going up to $400 again. And I'll sell it because I'm not doing Playbook. So then essentially I just made $300 for doing like 60
commons.
transaction on crap common moments. Like I'm talking crap garbage $5 moments of people that may not even be in the league next year. So when you're looking at setting a floor, I get it. Like set a floor for certain things. Mahomes, like there should be a consensus between us collectors that Mahomes should never be below a certain amount, right? But when you're looking at like, hold on, let's just give me 1 second.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going, but this is why I think this way. Okay, so the floor was at
Noah Gray, Sam Hubbard, Jesse Bates, Camus Gruler, Logan Cook, Denzel Perryman. You're telling me that these people are worth more than $5?
Here's my consensus
but honestly,
why.
do you think that they're worth more than $5? Would you pay $5 for a cardboard card of those people?
No. But what does,
they're burn fodder.
No,
they're
no,
nothing.
no. What it does is this. Listen to this. $5 moment. You have it set at 5. Okay. What was the floor earlier? 9, 10 at one point? No,
Oh,
not
okay. You're talking
today.
about previously?
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It was like 8, 9, 10 in there, right?
Okay.
So here's what this does. Okay. You cannot tell me that Nick Chubb's common, that Kyle Pitts is common. I'm looking at these right now. Kyle Pitts' common is down to $13. If Logan Cook is at 10, Kyle Pitts is not at 13. You have to set that gap, right? Kyle Pitts is worth more than 13. Chubb is by far worth more than 13. If those are at 10, Pitts and Chubb have to be at 20. That you need to set the floor to gap the players.
That's do, but right now they are gapped. And with a 10,000 mint cap,
they're gapped, but you're not getting the value of the higher players because of the lower ones.
Because they're 10,000 mints. There's no reason for a 10,000 mint to be more than $10 ever. They're not worth anything.
That's not true.
Now that's where it falls back on all day a little bit more than the community.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's
the $10,000 the 10,000 mint is worth more if there's triple the user base. And sure. I'm not saying there's not going to be or there's going to be.
Sure,
right?
In a couple years maybe there will be, but right now you're looking at. I mean, what?
I just think the gap
Tom Brady's
needs to
at
exist.
150 right now. Tom Brady's at 150 right now. Okay.
Cooper Rush is at $19, and I just bought one.
Tom Brady's at 150. I've had a conversation with Blaze like months and months ago, probably in like June, and I was like, oh man, I really don't want to buy Brady. It's so expensive. It's like $400. I don't want to buy it. It's and us at Everything All Day, we're like, it's not going to go below $400 ever again
You know why Tom Brady's 150?
because he's playing like garbage this year.
Because someone listed him at 150. That's why. If no one did, he would be at 400. But that's my point.
Right.
Is
Okay,
someone
but you
typed
have
in
to look at
150.
the way
People are afraid of a Series 2 common of Tom Brady is what it is.
100%.
It's a race to the bottom to sell before that comes out.
Right,
I'm
but
an
even if
idiot.
they come
I'm
out-
an idiot and bought. I'm an idiot and bought 8 Brady rares. Thank God I got rid of a couple of them before it's down to 300 because I bought some at like 8. But
I agree, Genesis.
Yep.
what did you say? Hold on.
Yeah, if the
Larger
community
10K
was
is scarce,
larger,
problem is-
10K is scarce. Problem
Okay.
is the community size. Right.
That is true, and
Fault on Dapper.
you can't do anything about having a 10K mint. It's already minted. They're done. It's done with.
Mm-hmm.
So what that tells you though is that stop collecting comments.
Oh, this could be the longest rush here.
Please say it's Chubb.
Oh,
Don't say it's
I
anybody
don't
that's
think
not Chubb.
no, never mind. It's Jermichael Hasty.
Wait, who?
Oh,
Who is that?
Yeah,
He
who
used to
is
be a
that?
49er. He's like a
Well, who is he now?
fringe RB. He's on the Jaguars.
okay.
Does he have a
God.
moment?
No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so.
Okay,
I
then.
could be wrong, but he will now.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
61-yard touchdown.
Oh my lord. But no, that's more my thing is like this Kyle Pitts moment. I mean, Kyle Pitts is having an off season. We know that, but his average sell is $30 on that moment, right? It's now 13. Nothing changed. It was a 10,000 mint count when it was selling for 30. Nothing.
Well, he got
changed.
hurt. That's what changed.
I mean, yeah, but he's back, I think.
People jumping ship and going to Top Shots what changed.
But I mean,
Well,
the point
I mean,
is,
I don't
know,
understand that at all. Top
Neither
Shot
do I.
pulled
I
the
mean,
rug
that just makes
like
no
so
sense.
many times.
I mean, if you want to, this is a good segue to go into The Economist.
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk about it?
go ahead. I mean,
I mean,
it can be talked about easily because money is money and people don't like losing it. So if you came from Top Shot and you made all your money from Top Shot, say you made $100,000 in Top Shot, and then Dapper releases a new product, and you're like, well, Top Shot was really good to me. I'm going to invest in their new product, which is All Day. And you bring it over to All Day, and now your $100,000 is worth $50,000. Well, where did you make your money? You made your money in Top Shot. So you're going to take all your money out of All Day, and you're going to put it back into Top Shot. It's common sense. It's just like any stock. People do it all the time.
Nope.
You buy stock in Google, it goes up. So they want to diversify. They go and they buy it in Tesla, and it drops. So then you sell it and you go back to what you're comfortable with. It happens all the time.
You're looking at a 3-month span of Top Shot where everybody who put $1,000 in became a freaking millionaire, and those are the ones who are bitching that they're not making money in this one. AD is completely different, and Dapper went out of its way, obviously, to make sure that didn't happen again to the point where it's hurt us so bad. It's that mindset of, you talk to AD, we're not going to follow the same Top Shot pattern. They follow through 100% on not following the Top Shot pattern because all the initial investors in this lost money. All the initial investors in Top Shot, their $5 packs have $40,000, $50,000, $1 million low ask moments. They did exactly what they followed through to a T on what Dapper said they were going to do from day one. I mean, if you really think about it, but what you're saying, though, Sting, is I was in Top Shot. I got in after that 3-month boost. I got in at the highest possible point of the market, and I watched everything go straight down right off the bat, and then I watched it go straight up and straight down. I would if I didn't get all my money out of Top Shot, I would have been 65% further down today from when it was from January, February when I got out to go into AD. it doesn't make any sense. Top Shot.
And now what? Okay, so
Top
since
Shot
you
went
came into
straight
AD,
down.
then
Top
are
Shot,
you up
except
or
for that
down?
first boom period, they had a couple of manipulations of the market, the rake back and everything, and the manipulation to go up. But Top Shot has gone straight down. Dollar floor moments. I mean, you need to do so much to make anything worthwhile. And look at the spikes in the moments. Your dollar moments now were $30, $40 moments across the board for a few months. And then, okay, new season, new whatever, new theory, they're worth $1, $2, $3 now. And they're not gonna go anywhere. So you lose 90% of the value on those. It's only the people that were in initially who made all that money that it's just there's no correlation. You have to look at you're looking at a small portion of time.
All right,
Not
real
the whole
quick, let's
platform itself.
let's get into this. RWJ Collection says, would it make sense for Dapper to buy back some of the high-end Season 1 commons instead of burning them in a couple of seasons? These moments would be more attractive to pull in reward packages. So I was thinking about it a little bit while I was reading it over. I don't think so. So I like the idea of them being free to burn, because then that just ups the value of them for longer, right? So like if you have any debut of a player, a very beginning Season 1 debut of a player, and people think it's burn worthy and start burning them, that just increases the value over time. When you get to Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, down the road, whatever, that moment could be at such a low mint count that it would reward the people for having one. That's my theory on that. But I mean, I guess it's a possibility they can do that, but I don't do people ever buy back moments from its users? Is that a thing that happens? I've never heard of that. So I don't know if that's even like in a realm of possibility, really.
I just don't think that. Well, like you said, they're not going to buy back stuff that is going down in value. First of all, because how would they even set a price? What are they going to do? I mean, they're going to try and buy it back at 50% of what it's listed for. So what? $250.
What
Yeah.
about burning for Dapper credit when you rip packs? Going back to that, or just like
You know, you do
instead of
trade
a
credits like Top Shot.
Yeah, but instead of a ticket, you got like X amount of Dapper back for that moment. Whether it's based on the average sale or just a straight across the boards, $2 or whatever for the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I always like the idea of trade tickets for packs. Like I would, if you look at some of the correlation between like how much a moment costs and how many trade tickets you get, it's pretty cool how they did that. So if a moment's $1,000, you get, I don't know, some crazy amount of trade tickets. But if a moment's $2, you get like one trade credit, whatever. It takes a lot of that circulation out though. But the problem is I don't know what they do with the moments that you trade in. Do they burn them?
Well, they should just be burnt.
Yeah, they should be destroyed, right? So, but I don't know if that's actually happening. Are they just re-releasing them?
Is that
I think that's what happens with Top Shot. Those are what the trade to the packs are built on.
I'm not sure, but I mean, it would be something worth looking into because what actually happens with those moments that you have to trade in? Because hypothetically, it should be taking circulation out and increasing value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm all for a trade ticket, and they've said that they want to do trade tickets in all day. It's just that it's not going to be. I mean, it's not going to be anytime soon, probably. Just like everything.
Do those trade tickets get burnt on Top Shot yet, or is it just what you trade in goes into those packs?
What you trade in,
what you trade in goes into the packs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't sure if that changed at all because I haven't done that in a long time.
No. It's a good system, but
is now the leading rusher. In,
so crazy.
I don't even know if I have him.
It's only 31. Someone breaks that.
Yeah, probably. It's just hilarious how many times he's been relevant.
Yeah, seriously. What is up with him?
I sold him last week for 30. I'm not buying him again.
I agree with that. I agree with that right there. There's no way. No. Where's that Pickens Lego at?
I'm not sure. So I think
900 yesterday.
I think the last topic we should go over, and I think this is a great way to end the Sundays, is Rumble. So over on OTMNFT.com, they do Rumble challenges every week. If you guys aren't familiar, you enter a lineup similar to fantasy, and you gain points and possible Dapper credit for placing in the contest. So it's pretty cool. If you guys don't know about it yet, definitely jump on that. But yeah, so who's big this week? Who do we like? My outlier, I think I'd say the same person every single week just because I love the dude and I hope he does well. But I put Devontae Smith in again as my hero. He popped off pretty well last week. What
do you end up with last week?
With the hero, I think I was at like 25.
Okay.
So not terrible, but Trayvon Diggs should be on AJ Brown tonight. So that should give him some more looks. I think he's a good pick. And then and my other statement on that is I think if you don't have Allen or Mahomes in as your quarterback, you probably aren't going to do very well. That's my take there. One of those two.
I'll agree with you there. Yeah.
I have the most scratch lineup.
Yeah.
Allen, Eckler, McCaffrey as my hero, Jefferson, Diggs, Kelsey, Cup, and
Why
Tampa
McCaffrey?
Bay defense.
You're so
Why
close.
McCaffrey?
You're so close to mine, actually.
Me and Clint in the Discord actually had the exact same lineup except different heroes.
Yeah.
We like compared.
Let's see what I did.
I want to see what I did as well. Let's see here.
I just feel like with McCaffrey, hopefully with the new coach, he comes in and gives it to his workhorse. New coach, you want to come in and get a W. You're going
to isn't Baker out too?
He is, I believe.
Yeah.
So I went
Which
with
to me is another uptick for C-Mac because Baker doesn't know how to look left or right, apparently.
Don't forget, Walker is undefeated as a quarterback no matter where he's played in professional football.
Hey, there you go.
8-0.
So I went Josh Allen, Eckler, Nick Chubb, who is sitting at 3 points in the second quarter, so that's not fun. Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Kelsey, Devontae Smith, and then Washington's D. I think I just have to take them. So
I thought about taking Washington D for sure.
I did.
Pittman Jr. is already at 12 points.
There's no way not to.
So
I took Jefferson, Diggs, and Kupp as wide receiver for sure. Patrick Mahomes as
you forgot
hero.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I didn't forget him.
Okay.
I put in Leonard Fournette though, which we'll see how that works out.
I think that's fine.
I think he's gonna how is Pittsburgh winning this game? I mean, I just don't. I think Saquon Barkley is gonna probably. I don't know. They keep running that wildcat with him, and if he just gets one break, he's gone for like 95 yards in one run.
Kenny Pickett's 10 for 12 with a touchdown.
Yeah. With
2 carries for 16 yards.
What? Good for that dude.
He is going crazy.
Is he still not hitting everyone though? Like who's he throwing to?
Devontae Johnson has 4 receptions, Claypool 2, Pickens 1, Harris 2.
I wonder how much if Deontay Johnson gets like a single touchdown in this game and Pickens doesn't. I wonder how much Deontay Johnson pumps now that Kenny Pickett's in and what's his name doesn't have tunnel vision for Pickens.
I don't know. That's a good question because like I've been thinking like it, but
he's a rookie. He had a great catch, but like I don't know. Is he going to take Deontay Johnson's place as the number 1?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
I don't think Deontay Johnson's on Pittsburgh Steelers next year.
Really?
Pickens is the better receiver. He's going to be next year. He'll be like up there with the talks of the big boys. I have a feeling. I mean, if Kenny Pickett can get him the ball like other people can. So
right. Huh. That would be interesting.
And that legendary will be worth all the money, not $900 as it is right now. So
I wish it was down to $750 again. I don't want to pay $900 for that. Season 2 Lego.
Is he a potential bottleneck in anything? No.
Yeah, but even though it's a season 2 Lego, it's still a 3 bad.
It's 100 mint. It's 100 mint. or
Yeah, but-
79.
but you gotta realize though, don't look at the S1 S2 because there was never going to be an S1 of him because he's a rookie. So
Yeah.
that's literally
Oh, yeah.
his
That's
S1.
his S1.
His
yeah.
S1.
The only thing that saves that is that it's a triple badge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
true.
That's like the Jameson Williams triple badge comes out. If it's a Lego, it's going to be so expensive, I have a feeling.
Sting. How do you look at moments? I mean, if you have a triple badge, are you going to put that above just a regular debut? I mean, what kind of level? If it's looks like it's going to be a star player.
What if it depends? Is it a rare or is it a common? Commons I don't value at all anymore.
Okay, so if it's rare or legendary.
If it's a rare, then if it's a triple badge, I'm at least willing to pay 50% more than any other rare.
Okay.
It's fair.
Yeah, no, I have the same kind of thinking. I mean, as far as a common too, that same 50% or even double the price. But yet again, we haven't shown that commons are going to be that valuable.
Yeah.
Going forward with the triple.
Yeah. OC had a nice little chart actually that he used for serial values.
Yeah, actually, I've got a copy of that one.
Yeah, so that if you kind of look at the way that is formatted, you can kind of apply that to triple badges as well, right? A triple badge to me, if it's a rare or a Lego and it's a triple badge, should be at least 50%. And I'll agree with you. I say double, probably double. And that's only because it's a rookie. And if it's a rare, and especially if it's a Lego, and that's why I am going to buy that stupid Pickens for $900. But it's such a low mint count, and has all the right things going for it. And it's an awesome play. You know what I mean? The only thing that could really, screw you over with that is if he gets hurt. If he gets hurt, it's going to tank.
True.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
But he's a wide receiver, so it's less likely.
It is less likely. It's not like I will never buy a running back legendary ever. Yeah. It's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Also, he's a very physical. You got to look at the player too. He never got hurt in college. Or yeah, he did actually. Yes, he did. I'm wrong. He tore an ACL.
So there's that.
But he is huge physical type of player. So I think he's a little more reliable than like a nimble scat style receiver. But yeah, he did have a leg injury. He did not play his senior season except for in the national championship for UGA.
Oh, that's right. Isn't that why he went so late?
Yes.
So
he was top 10 estimated before he got hurt.
Before he got hurt, and he didn't play the whole year. So if you go back, let's just go back for a minute. There's some crazy sales for his moment right now. Okay. Oh, and I was wrong. It is a 99 mint, which is disgusting for a legendary. So I won't be paying more than like $750 for that. I'll just wait. The last sale was $825. The one before that was $800. $850, $760, $750, $700, blah blah blah.
If it goes back down to $700, it's a steal, I think.
Yeah, but I won't pay $900 for it.
No,
there's no way. And all the people who packed it are new accounts.
Also,
they're
what
not
you need to do
they're just trying to undercut each other all day.
You hope it bottlenecks one week and spikes to like 2K, because then on the dump, it'll be worth picking up.
Yeah, that's true. That would be cool. Because he doesn't have another moment.
Nope.
But the fact that they made it a 90, they couldn't even make it a 79 like they did with Lamar. What are you thinking? 99 mint for a legendary? That's not legendary.
Yeah, it's a little high for sure.
It probably, in all honesty, belongs around the $500 range where the other one is. Dude from the running back one.
Oh, Damian
from Houston. Yeah, that's where it belongs. He's an unproven rookie. Both are triple badges.
But have you
One's
seen
a running back. Yes, I saw the catch. But like you said, if it wasn't Trubisky, he wouldn't have had to do that.
That's true. That's true.
Like, It was still a great catch. Don't
He had
get
to
me
get
wrong.
he
I
had
want
to
the
get all
moment.
crazy.
I know you had to go all nuts and lay out. No, I want the moment. It's an amazing moment, but it's not worth $900. It's just
That's
not.
That's fair.
Not when you
Not-
can get
not now.
not when you can get Lamar right now for a 79 mint for 1150.
Yeah.
But people hate Lamar, so
Nobody loves him. Nobody loves him.
I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
It's
It's
no love.
mind-boggling.
I don't know how Pittsburgh is beating Tampa Bay, but I think Tom Brady needs to quit.
His stats are just terrible.
Yeah, they're so
no,
bad.
he's picking it up a little bit. Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
Anyway-
no, he is. He's picking up. And the thing is, though, is he's not having bad games. He's throwing like 200, 250 yards a game. But they just look like crap. They look
Yeah.
horrible. And he's doing these little like dump offs, and he's just doing a million of them every time. And people
Didn't I-
get
That's
some
why I said
yak, and then
Leonard
it's like,
Fournette
whatever.
is underpriced. Also,
Yeah.
Jameis Winston's debut at $6. Can we talk about that? Pick that guy up, somebody. Like what?
I got 4 of them.
Winston.
Yeah,
I dumped a bunch of them before they dropped that.
that's a low one. Anyway,
Baltimore is going to start to run over the Giants right here.
I think I would agree with you guys and everybody else that it's time to go watch some football.
Yep.
Yeah, so
do
Guys,
it.
have a good one.
yeah, absolutely.
Great
I hope
night.
everybody has good luck and the playbook falls your way this week. You get
Yeah.
all the things you want. So
All the things.
all of them, everything you want. I hope you get those.
And the Legos and the packs.
Yeah, and a Lego in the
I'm
packs.
buying Taysom Hill again right now.
No, what are you doing every week? What are you doing?
He's
Dude,
only
all right, he's-
13 bucks right now.
Yeah, he's back to
How
30
much?
13. I sold him for
13?
30,
Oh, that's
30
not
last
that
week.
bad. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pass because that's ridiculous.
No, I have to
All
own
right.
Taysom Hill apparently every week because he plays 17 positions.
Yeah,
check-
seriously,
Like,
that is
Extra
true.
low serial number Kenny Pickett's.
But
Oh,
I'm not doing the serial number thing anymore. After
I'm not
no,
either.
No, absolutely not.
recommend
Oh,
it.
if there's a 2-digit that's like $2 more than the floor, come on, gotta grab
No,
it.
it doesn't. It hasn't worked yet. I can't sell
hasn't.
it for the new floor if it's $2 higher than I bought it for. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a trap. It's a
Yeah.
trap for
Like
I'm
the
sure.
trying to get other
DeAndre's-
people- I'm trying to get other people to get them, so I'm not the only one with them. Come on.
Oh,
I couldn't
okay.
sell my 154 mint count DeAndre Swift debut for like $14 the other day.
Whoa, what was the floor?
12,
Really?
13.
Well, okay, so here's my theory on that, right? People have such bad ADD that they just click on the first one and they don't want to scroll down and look for low mints anymore. I
That's what I'm saying.
100% guarantee you that's what it is. They click on the moment, they say, what's the first one available? Is it like, 9,000? Because if it's 9,000, I'll go to the next price,
Yep.
but that's it. I won't
Mhm.
scroll down and be like, oh, for 15 or 16, especially if there's like $30, $14 moments listed.
Right.
You're not going to scroll all the way down there. It's just not worth it. You don't need to.
Also, one quick question for you guys. Just this will help everyone out too, but mainly me. So I have like 2 DeAndre Swift moments, right? I could sell for 25 combined right now, and then his rare is sitting at 47. Do I just do that? Is there any reason why you wouldn't?
You want his season 2 rare? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. The debut badge could play a part, maybe somewhere. Is that the only reason?
Maybe
you don't?
one day, but I don't foresee that happening anytime
Yeah, it's
soon.
not going to be anytime soon.
Like,
And if you're not going to complete the set, then who cares? And the set's like got,
And
However
rares are
many,
at the lowest
180.
low.
yeah, I would sell. So I am on board with Blaze now and am selling commons for rares.
Get the rare.
Yeah.
Even well, I actually
So
I've got it.
it's just gonna fall. It's just gonna come down to low mint counts, whatever low mint counts are. Hold on,
Yeah.
what is this?
This is definitely true.
Marketplace navigation is definitely a fact. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean that's why you double click on that little arrow at the end of the line on the moment, and it takes you straight to the buy, sell, and everything else.
Yeah.
It's so much easier just to do that. I mean,
I mean-
spend 99% of my time.
Thank God for
Yeah.
Coop and
Coop's the
OT.
dude.
Like
Yep.
for real. I mean, because
apparently-
I don't know if I would be in this still if OTM did not exist. I'm not joking. Like
Nope.
I would not be doing this. It's too much work to like navigate through.
Yeah, I think
the
Coop said Neil
Dapper.
over there was the dude that like did all the coding
Yep.
stuff. Whoever
Yeah.
that guy is,
Thank you, Neil.
I love that guy. So he
He-
needs to keep doing his
He
thing.
gets all the awards for
Yeah.
sure.
100 awards go to Neil.
All
All right,
right,
guys. I'm gonna
guys.
go watch some ball. You guys have fun.
You too.
Cheers.
We'll see.
Everybody
Have a
enjoy
good
your
week.
day.
We will see you Wednesday for our typical AMA at 10 p.m. Eastern. I think
Yeah.
it is. Is that what we do?
Throw us
Yeah.
out some ideas.
Yeah. Throw some questions down. Comment. Throw them in Discord. All that fun
Subscribe.
stuff.
Subscribe. Like, subscribe.
See you later.
Bye.